Hey guys, what's up? How are you today? That's good. I mean, the world's being the world right now, and we have to accommodate our personal emotional cycles to the cultural world societal cycles. Like if you're having a personal transit right now, like for all Aquariuses, Uranus just entered the fourth house in Taurus for them. So it means they'll have a big move in their house or something will change about their home. Um, but the question is, what do we do personally with our personal astrological transits in conjunction with the society around us? Like, society is also conforming to these transits and stuff. But how can it be possible for us to synchronize the two? Who knows? All I know is that we're being told a lie, a very, very, very big lie. And my YouTube channel and stuff is here to kind of expose the lie. Just like everyone else says they're doing. But I think I have a more open-minded perspective than some people. You know, just because I believe in astrology and the Bible and psychedelics and the right to self-defense and that America is still pagan, even though our laws are the best in the world. It's still not a perfect country at all. Um, and because I believe in reincarnation, and because my birth chart says I'm good at this kind of stuff, and my whole fucking destiny has been basically to be a kind of messenger before the end times. But that's just my feeble opinion. I got more where that came from. So, what frustrates me is that the Bible clearly hides astrological symbolism, like the book of Ezekiel and the book of Revelation, Old and New Testament, hide the beast with four heads, right? And what are the four heads? The man, the eagle, the bull, and the lion, which is the four fixed signs in the zodiac. If you put those four signs in a circle on the zodiac, they make a cross. The eagle is Scorpio, the man is Aquarius, the bull is Taurus, and the lion is Leo. Okay, so why would the Bible hide these astrological symbols? And why would they also say, let the stars be for signs? In the book of Genesis, why does it say the stars are signs? And why does it say in Judges 5:20 that the stars fought against Sisera? Why does it say in Psalm 19 that the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork? Because the zodiac, precession, and predestination are all affecting your life right now. But Christians are too scared to look at the science, and the astrologers are too scared to look at Christianity, even though they're both the exact same thing. My main goal with this whole channel is to universalize and combine all different knowledges and to unify what was once one, before Atlantis. These kind of things are real. I think the problem today is we're too concerned with morality and ethics and what's right and what's wrong and what's evil and what's bad. We're not concerned about truth. Okay, we need to distinguish between truth and ethics. Ethics are what you personally feel in your heart to be right. Truth is facts, okay, and has nothing to do with your personal emotions. Okay, I'm not going to go into specifics for that because I already have, and you probably know where I'm going to go with that. But I'm saying this culture nowadays is all about morality and feeling and childish bullshit. Okay, we need to grow up and think about truth. And what is the meaning of morality? What is the meaning of politics? What's the meaning of what people are trying to call God? And what's the validity of the atheist skeptics' statements? Which is, how most of us started. But as the other Aquarius, Francis Bacon, says, if you go a little bit into philosophy, you're inclined to atheism. But if you go in depth into philosophy, it bringeth men's minds back to religion. Okay, so the more you know, the less skeptical you'll be of some kind of higher purpose. Okay? Let's see. Because the end times are coming, y'all. I don't care if you're atheist, Christian, Jewish. Shit's culminating to something, okay? And it's not going to be something good. All right? I mean, we're being lied to basically about every fabric of fabric in society. Every fucking specific detail they try and give us is some kind of dodge to the actual truth, right? So here's an example. Cannabis cures cancer. Okay, the universe is electric, not based on gravity. Okay, the solar system did not look the way it does in the skies 10,000 years ago. Okay, it's not a fixed planetary like orbits going on and shit. Okay, DMT is giving people access to the psychedelic realm, which is what we go to after we die and where we were before we got here. Okay, and the Bible hides physics, I mean, it hides pi, math, uh, alpha, psi. It hides 137. It hides the speed of light. It hides the circumference of the earth and the sun and the moon. But God forbid churches teach that, because then you actually might think for yourself on other topics, and they just want you the simple faith. Okay, well, it's the end times, and now things are getting a little bit more complicated. They're still real and still valid, but it's getting to a point where priests can't back everything up. They never could anyway, but scientists also cannot back everything up. Okay, and that's the sad part of science's big agenda, because religious people, they admit they don't know science. It's not their jurisdiction. But scientific people cannot admit that they don't know anything about religion, spirituality, or God. They think because they know science, they can say whatever they want about God and the afterlife and heaven and spirituality. That's one of the biggest blunders of modern day society, is science thinking it's on equal key or equal. You know what I'm trying to say. Science thinks it's the same as religion and thinks it has more authority over religion, when they don't have to pick up one single fucking scripture or religious text to prove their claims. Whereas the religious people are backed in the corner saying, yeah, I don't know fucking rocket science, but I know God exists. Well, you don't know rocket science, so how can you prove God exists? It's a very childish argument, usually on both sides, but most of the time the scientists have the shittiest arguments ever. But it's okay. That's, the way of the world, predestination. It's all good. I'm pretty happy. Alien Awakening is finally becoming a thing. I'm obviously told y'all I'm really into Prometheus and Alien Covenant and the comic books, Fire and Stone and Life and Death, those comic book series that extend the Prometheus and bring predators into the scene. I just am a huge dork for that, so forgive me. Okay. The gift of a shaman is truth. Okay, shamans, spiritual teachers, are there to guide you not only to your own truths. Okay, they're there to guide you to the truth, not a truth. Okay, a shaman's goal is not to just say everything's relative, nothing matters. No, a shaman's goal is to point you in the right fucking direction, saying psychedelics are true, yet Christianity has some validity. Like there's a very big polarization going on between religion and spirituality when the two used to be one. But Christians will be like, take Adam and Eve literally. The universe was created in 7 days, or the world's created in 7 days. No. But then when you'd want to bring up like the book of Ezekiel, which talks about the wheels within wheels and UFOs and shit, then the Christians are like, oh, well, that's just metaphorical. It's just symbolic of the whatever. Okay, so Adam and Eve is literal, but UFOs are symbolic. Okay, like people don't know, they don't feel comfortable saying everything in the Bible is fucking real or metaphorical or symbolic. But we shouldn't read the Bible literally, but we should read it obviously symbolically and spiritually and plainly as well. Like Swedenborg says, those 3 kinds of ways to read the Bible. Whatever. Let's see. So, sorry. I'd have to agree with Alex Jones on one thing. I do believe interdimensional aliens are communicating with our government using psychedelics and the old shamanistic practices of connecting with spirits. And I'm not saying we're talking to little green men and getting, technological information from them, but we are communicating with some kind of outer dimensional thing that the government is in cahoots with, and it's fucking scary and it's true, but that's why they don't want you doing psychedelics either, because you'll also get in touch and believe in that kind of stuff, but it's all good, What can you do, right, except confirm the Bible? Because if the world was a pretty happy, perfect fucking place, guess what? The Bible would not be real. And a lot of fucking dumbass atheists think it's the opposite. Oh, well, if there's a God, why is everything so shitty? Well, because if you read the Bible, God said the world is a test, and you shouldn't love the world, and it's a big fucking lie that you're being graded on. Okay, no biggie. It's all good. Who gives a fuck, right? Here's my main thing right now, my problem is I don't get how Nazis are being compared to right-wing ideology, because basically right-wing people believe in the Constitution and left-wing people don't. So I don't see where in the Constitution it says anything about being racist, you know, or, you know, committing genocide on a specific group of people. In fact, the First Amendment says you have freedom of religion and the freedom to say whatever you want. And the Second Amendment says you can defend yourself with guns in case people want to harm you for it, the things you say or the things you believe. And it's really scary that the left openly admits that they want to get rid of the Bill of Rights. I'm not some fucking redneck. I didn't vote for Trump because I don't vote because it's, if you believe in God, you're a dumbass if you vote. But because I believe in self-defense and I believe in the freedom to say what I want, and I think America does have the best fucking laws so far. And the excuses for wanting to ban things like the First and Second Amendment are, I'm offended. Well, here's the thing. The deer is offended that the tiger ate its bitch ass. Or the tiger's hunting its kids. You can't just outlaw carnivorism. You know, if you're a vegan, you can't make other people not eat meat. I agree, cages are gross. But open farms and fields are not gross. Living on the fucking in the woods and on being self-reliant and living in the middle of nowhere, I think you should be able to hunt. You know, there's just all these contradictions. If meat eaters are evil, what are Venus flytraps? Are they a bunch of satanic plants or something causing evil and mischief everywhere they go, or is it something God created because we need an equal balance in the world and the ecosystem? But it's all good. I don't really care. Here, I'm almost done here, y'all. See, this culture, it has ADHD because we know that there's more to know, but all culture has to offer is a bunch of fucking garbage. And so we think we're the problem, and when the solution is to find truth yourself, it's the hardest thing ever, okay? Because you're bored. I know you're right. I know I'm right. You're bored, okay? But here's why you're bored. Because you're told to fill your time with bullshit instead of books, you know, instead of the fucking history. You're taught to think all history is just some male white patriarchy set up to oppress you and that we should just only move forward. Well, guess what? You can't move forward if you forget the Holocaust existed. You can't move forward if you forget the fucking Spanish Inquisition or the Crusades. How are you going to move forward if you don't know what backwards is? And guess what? You dumbass fucking liberal people are trained to think the same way. And you dumbass redneck right-wing people are trained to think the same way. What you need to do is read a history book and see how everything is relative and it's all fucking set up. Because I know Nazis killed 12 million people during World War II. Very big tragedy. But guess what? The same fucking century, communism killed 100 million people. Why don't Americans talk about that? Oh, because we didn't fight a war. Oh, so that means it doesn't exist because we didn't fight a stupid patriotic war? We're supposed to kill Nazis in World War II. I'm all for that. But why the fuck are we not talking about the 100 million people communism killed? Oh, because professors promote communism and wear Che Guevara fucking button pins even though he's a racist fucking homophobe. And it's okay you don't know about history because you're taught a false history. And I'm not even talking about fake news. I'm talking about fake everything. Fake universities, fake teachers, getting paid to perpetuate the same garbage. Same with the scientific community. They're all getting paid to fucking not think. They're getting paid to spread the same fucking, I don't know, preconceived agenda that they did from day one, you know. But once again, it's all good. So whatever. Anyway, just thought I'd do a little rambling ass video for my rambling ass self, because you know shit's real and no one seems to give a crap except, you know, a couple people on YouTube, you know, finding symbolism, finding the same exact signs everywhere day in, day out, and y'all are just sitting around with your thumbs up your butt being bored. Well, I'm bored of being bored. I'm going to actually, contribute something to society.